Staying up late, I don't know what for.